Hi, Kings and Queens. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities coming your way, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, this is a weekly update. And yes, I am broadcasting from my car. I had an emergency pop up and I had to leave the house. So I am doing the rest of the horoscopes from my vehicle until I can go into the hospital, into the back to see my husband. So that being said, let's go ahead and finish off the horoscopes. Now, this ranges from the 30th through the 5th. After you listen to the announcements, please feel free to utilize the timestamps below in the comment section so that you can pop over directly to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, knowing your chart is an essential part of predictions. If you need your natal chart analyzed or a tarot reading, please contact me via messenger, or you can email me at mentalchattermusings@gmail.com. Now, remember, there will be no newsletter this month. However, Mental Chatter Musings is hosting a book giveaway this month. We will be featuring select authors all month and even giving away some sweet treats. So, stay posted to my Facebook page, author Taronic. As for May, Mental Chatter Musings ends the month in true form, honoring star player of the month, Alexandria House, literary powerhouse and romance author. Let me say that again. Alexandria House. Her newest literary release, The Infinite Love Mixtape, just released a couple of days ago and it's already receiving rave reviews. Now, tonight, speaking of Alexandria House, tonight Diane from Diamond's World will actually be interviewing Alexandria House on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Alexandria House's previous release, Flagrant, is what's on the menu. So please stop by. The more the merrier. Now, speaking of Diane, on Tuesday, June the 1st, Diamond's World is chopping it up with Elisa Gabrielle, delving into her masterpiece, The Eye of the Beholder. That's also at 7 p.m. Then on Thursday, June the 3rd, Tina Marie is gracing the stage to go over her catalog. Diane looks to be very busy with the books all week. Should you have time, you should carve out some to stop by and join the discussions. They're all going on at 7 p.m. via Clubhouse on Tuesday, Thursday, and of course, tonight, right? Don't forget that on Friday, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. Authors will be giving you impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the Lady of ICU's choice. Okay? If you'd like a chance to participate in Freestyle Friday, please contact Ebony Evans, the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to, we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and the North Node all in Gemini until Venus dips over to the sign of Cancer on Wednesday. So I'll be doing Gemini and Cancer in this video. Let's look at what this all means for each sign. If you have any placements within 3 degrees, more or less than the degree that I mentioned, these energies will hit you more strongly. So the closer you are to the degree aspected, the more powerfully the transit will impact your life. All right? Now, Gemini, the sun is in your sign, okay? Today, it's at 9 degrees. Some of you can get good news this week, bringing ease coming to where you feel you've been suffering, okay? And that would be in the area of image or identity for you, okay? So let's hope something is coming in that's going to push you towards your highest aspirations, with the North Node being here and with Venus still being in your sector until the 2nd. All right. It looks to be, your good looks to be coming to you in the area of work. In the area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. Okay. That is where your blessings are. In addition to that, you also have blessings in long distance travel, education and skills, and what you think and what you preach. Okay. So you could have good news coming in as to your creative works, okay, from at a distance from you, about you speaking your truth, and it's good news. It's blessings coming your way. As far as your education and skills being up to par, and this helps your image drastically. Your areas of assistance, as far as this area where you could be getting help, ushered in your way, or opportunities, come via the people right around you. Okay, your community, your siblings, during short distance travel, your networks of people, community, neighbors. Those are the people's lending you assistance as far as your image and your, identity, who you are, how you're seen in the world. In addition to that, you also have assistance coming through friends, social groups, and the connections that you have. They are all offering you assistance and opportunities. So take advantage of those, even today with Venus still in your sign. It should be something helping you with either romance, resources as far as money and things like that, or you could just be simply offered to have a chance to have a good time. Speaking of which, a sibling could be hooking you up on a date, or someone within your networks of people could be asking you out on a date romantically. They could communicate that to you, and it could very likely be someone from the past that you've already dealt with. So if you don't want it, make sure you let them know, because it's certainly aspecting that coming your way as a possibility, especially with romance, creative endeavors, and children being a sector of blessings for you. All right. Now, on Monday, the 31st, the sun is in Gemini at 10 degrees. This degree talks about home and family, okay? Whether it's traveling or spending time with family, you may feel a gambit of emotions. Relatives or even friends from the past come back into focus as you remember or regale yourself over the good times and the not so good times, all right? That's going to be on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, June the 2nd, although the sun is in Gemini at 12 degrees, I want you to be mindful of those in your environment, misleading you or simply causing you strife. Now, that being said, if you have any aspects between, I would say, about 9 to 15 degrees Gemini, you can expect, or 9 to 15 degrees Virgo, or 9 to 15 degrees Pisces, you can expect challenges in those areas. Home and family and career. If you have a home-based business, it could aspect there as well, because those are your areas of friction. That is where this person that's misleading you or causing you strife is. Now, the person misleading you is in career, okay? The person that might be causing you strife, as far as criticizing you and things like that, is in home and family. All right, or nitpicking you. That's in home and family. Now, Saturn is retrograde, so they'll get what's coming to them. Definitely. But you still need to be discerning as to whom means good, whether it's relatives or whether it's colleagues. You have to know who's good for you and who's not. You don't want to assist people with taking you to the cleaners or coveting something that's yours. Now, remember, the gossip from the past is in full swing. So, haters are going to hate. That's just how it is. I don't really see that you have any trouble aspecting in the area of gossip, really, about you right now. So I think you're good there. But you need to make sure you're watching out for the areas of career, as far as being disillusioned or lied to or misled, and home and family, as far as being nitpicked, just picked apart and criticized and things like that. This is the same day that Venus is going to come out of your sign and go over into Cancer, your area of money, all right, and resources. Speaking of which, that's about home and family. On June the 2nd, on that Wednesday, Venus is going to come over into your sector of money, okay? And when it comes over into your sector of money and resources, it's going to be trining Jupiter in career. Okay, so even if those people are misleading you and things like that, you have resources and ways to make money in career. coming your way. Lucky resources, okay, that's making you money, and romantic favor as well, if someone in career might be eyeballing you for that. Now, another area is work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. That area is directly aspected to receive favor from Venus and from Jupiter. So your work should be like excellent. Starting on the 2nd, it should be wonderful. Okay. So if you have any haters talking, it's going to be because of the favor that you're garnering, because you have Jupiter and Venus aspecting your area of work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others, and small pets. So small pets are looking good. You might even buy one because it's aspecting your money. So you might buy a new pet. Health is looking good. You have Jupiter aspecting and Venus aspecting there. Your daily routines are working for you. Gemini, this is great for you. So even on the 2nd, with Venus coming out of your sign, it's still coming to bring you, usher in blessings your way. As to your personal finances, you're going to be making money and resources at work, and you're looking good there. All right. Now on the 3rd, and that is a whole transit. Okay. That from the 2nd, from you aspecting that luck and that favor in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, and career, that's going to be until July. Okay. The luck is going to be until July the 27th. But the favor, as far as blessings, as far as finances, romance, and pleasure pursuits, that's going to last until June the 27th. Okay? Because that's when Venus will leave Cancer, your area of money. Okay? So you have that whole time. Now, Thursday, June the 3rd, this is a single transit. Gemini is at 13 degrees, and it's aspecting where you are using time and efforts and your smarts, okay? While you can be successful due to your skills, you need to put them to work on the right projects, on the right plans, with the right people. Whatever the case may be, you need to make sure that what you're doing is conducive to your success, okay? Look at where things are going and make adjustments where need be. Now, the only places squaring this transit would be your sector of home and family, where someone is criticizing you and things like that. You need to figure out, especially if you work with a relative, if that's the most conducive environment for you, if that's what you need to do, if that's the person you need to be working with. You might even just have someone nitpicking with you at home and family that day, and you need to just go take a break, get out the house, and get away from this person. Or if they're, if they live there or they're visiting or something like that, you need to figure out if this is going to work for you or not. Okay. Now, as far as career, where you're being, you have people disillusioning you, you need to figure out, who these people are so you can weed them out. You still have Jupiter in that sector until July the 27th. So I wouldn't worry too much. The ways that they're trying to block you in career, as far as your image or tarnish your image, it will do nothing to you because you have Jupiter there. Okay. You'll be fine up through July 27th. So I wouldn't worry about that. Just make sure on the 3rd, you don't let someone, upset you, whether it be whoever it is in home and family. Step away if you need to step away. Okay. Don't let them keep on you like that. Now, on Friday, June the 4th, the sun is in Gemini at 11 degrees. You could be getting some news today that your skills are not exactly where they need to be to kick something off, or a goal that you're trying to attain, either in career or home and family. You need to do some brushing up. It could be a past project that you're going back to and that you're updating or something like that. But you have luck there, aspecting as far as career, so I think you'll be fine. With you, I would more so just be worried about home and family, okay? I mean, it's just something there that's just not, you need to work smarter, not harder. You need to make sure that there's equal give and take in the area of home and family, that there's not being too much put on you or you putting too much on someone else. Those are the things you want to be looking at on Friday, on June the 4th. Now, if you are, I would say, okay, no, I don't see that for you. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, so that's all we're pretty much looking at for Friday. Now on Saturday the 5th, the sun is in Gemini at 15 degrees. If you have any degrees, I would say within 12 to 18 degrees, Gemini, this will affect you more drastically, or any of the signs aspecting. If it's between 12 and 18 degrees, it will hit you harder, okay? Now, you could have a lot of downloads coming your way, and sparks of inspiration and things like that. Write them down, because they can, it can tend to be a lot for you, and you want to be able to devote the time that's required for it to succeed. You're having a lot of good ideas, but you need to write them down so that you don't forget them, and so that you can carve out the time for each one to give it the nurturing that it needs. I mean, in order for you to manifest anything, you need to nurture what it is you mean to manifest, okay? So on Saturday, that's a day of cementing an idea gifted to you by the universe, all right? Now, that likely your blessings are in romance, creative endeavors, and children. So that could likely be a download you're getting as far as a romantic relationship. It could be as far as a creative project, or it could be with a child. Either way, it brings blessings your way, okay? In addition to that, long distance travel, education and skills, and where you and what you think and preach is another area of blessings, okay? So use your philosophy, use your words to garner you the favor that you need in the area of creative endeavors with romantic partners, and with even with your children, okay? Because it'll all aspect and help your image on Saturday, all right? Especially if you have any placements, like I said, between 12 and 18 degrees, okay? All right. Now, 12 and 18 degrees, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and let's see your opportunities that are coming your way that day. Someone within your area of short distance travel, a sibling, a neighbor, or even a friend, or someone within a social setting or social group could be the one that's sparking your inspiration or giving you that idea, okay? So write it down and utilize those there, all right? All right, now let's move along to the sign of Cancer. Let me just write your time down here. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Cancer, today is the 9th of, or no, not today, is not the 9th. I'm so sorry. Today is actually the 30th of May. And Gemini is at 9 degrees. The sun is at 9 degrees Gemini. Now, today you could get some good news coming in to ease where you feel you've been suffering, all right? This is your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. So this is behind the scenes, okay? This might not be privy to everyone else, but to you it is, okay? So this is where you're seeing the ease. Secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. If you have any degrees between 6 and 12 degrees, you could be, I would say, finally being released from a restriction, because it looks to be a problem area there was being locked up and things like that. But you have Venus there, so you should be okay. You have Venus in that area. So anyway, you might feel some type of ease as to that area. Secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure coming in for you. Now, your blessings are going to be in home and family and in shared finances. You will have blessings. You could have blessings in shared finances coming your way that aspect the home. It could be taxes, insurance, coming your way. It could be loans coming your way. It could be any type of money undercover. It could be unemployment. It could be all kinds of stuff. But either way it goes, it's shared finances that's aspecting you to grant you favor, especially while Venus is here. So you want to make sure you have been taking advantage of those opportunities while Venus has been here. All right. Now, as far as the friction, that would have been in home and family. So you might have been finding yourself being restricted in home and family, or having to stay home in your solitude because of some type of sickness or something like that. Also, you have, people gossiping about you, about what you think and what you preach, your education and skills. Something may have been delayed because of other things behind the scenes, or because of you being restricted and things like that. But with Venus there is an ease there. So if you have those placements between 6 and 12 degrees, you could really be getting freed up. I would say that. Now, as far as Monday goes, on the 31st, the sun is in Gemini at 10 degrees. So this talks about home and family. Whether it's traveling or spending time with the family, you'll feel a gambit of emotions, okay? Relatives and friends from the past come into focus as you remember and regale yourself over good times and not so good times, okay? And these not so good times could be, you know what? You have aspecting, people criticizing you that are around you, aspecting you. It could be a sibling, it could be a neighbor, it could be someone within your community, short distance travel. Venus is there helping you out with the gossip, people gossiping about you. So it's easing that. But, in a couple of days, Venus is going to leave that sector, and nothing will be there to assist you with that anymore. So the negative gossip will be really circulating soon, okay, within your networks of people. Now, I would say on Tuesday, you also have on May the 30th, on Monday, you also have opportunities to make money behind the scenes or under the table in career. Just make sure it's legal, all right? Now, make sure it's legal, for real, because Venus is going to leave your sign on Wednesday. It's going to leave your sector of secret sacrifice solitude on Wednesday. So if it's not on the up and up, you could get in trouble. You could get locked up, especially with Saturn being retrograde right now. That's when karma comes back around. So be careful with what you're dealing with, okay, with what you're getting yourself into. Now on Tuesday, June 1st, the sun is in Gemini at 11 degrees. Just because there are ill-intentioned people in your sphere doesn't mean you can't work around or above them. Okay, don't quit. Find another way to achieve your goal. Whatever goal you're trying to achieve is behind the scenes. It has to do with secrets. It has to do with sacrifice, a sacrifice to be made. It has to do with you being in your solitude. It has to do with some type of closure that you're trying to attain. Okay? Now, let's see. Your friction there is your networks of people and people around you and things like that. So somebody around you, you got near and far gossip near and far could be, whether it's people criticizing you, or whether it's people lying about you, or whether it's people disillusioned about you, or you disillusioned about something. Those are all aspecting areas with friction for you on that day. So if you have any degrees between 8 degrees and 14 degrees, Virgo or Pisces, behind the scenes and secrets and gossip could really, really, really get to you. Somebody that day, could really be trying to get to you with their ill intentions. So please don't let them get you down. Try to stay upbeat, try to ignore it. I mean, that's really pretty much all I can tell you, is to try to ignore it, because you definitely don't want to feed into it. That'll just make things worse, because on that day, on the 1st, Mars is still in your sign by itself. So you don't need any other extra challenges coming your way. Now on Wednesday the 2nd, Venus will come into your sign. It's going to ease things for you. It's going to ease the restrictions you've been feeling in home and family. It's going to ease the restrictions you've been feeling in career. Okay? On the 2nd, it's going to help out with those things. Just make sure you have a balance there, okay? And don't forget to dote on yourself as well. Now, as far as other blessings coming in, once Venus moves over into your sign, that means not only will you have blessings directly aspecting you, but you will have luck directly aspecting you as well from your education and skills, or what it is you think and preach, even at a distance from you, okay? And though some of those blessings can be romantic blessings, with you and a romantic partner even, they could be creative blessings. As far as your creative projects, what you think and speak within creative projects could be really, really blessed with luck right now and making you look really good. Okay, even education. Also, with your children. Okay, your children, they'll receive favor. They'll receive favor as you receive favor. And they could be listening to you, to what you have to say, and treating you better and things like that. If they have been bad and not doing what they're supposed to do, they could be acting right around that time, June 2nd, when Venus comes into your sign. And it'll be there until June the 27th when it goes over into Leo, okay? And then it'll go into your personal finances sector on the 27th of June. But anyway, we're talking about the 2nd. Now, from the 2nd through the 27th, luck or Venus is directly aspecting your sign. Now, with Venus aspecting your sign, that means romance, pleasure pursuits, and finances coming your way. And you're going to get assistance with those, shocking assistance with those, from friends and social groups and your connections. And you're also going to get assistance with those through your community. Okay, your neighbors helping you, a sibling helping you. Let's see, you getting assistance or help or opportunities during short distance travel, or your networks of people. And remember, I was saying before, with those people gossiping about you and things like that. Around in your neighborhood, maybe somebody says some gossip earlier in the week that another neighbor hears, and by the time Venus comes up into your sign on the 2nd, they're like, you know what, let me help this person since I heard they're going through this or going through that. So that gossip that they were perpetuating and that they put around actually turned out to be a boon for you through somebody else in your community, or a neighbor, or a sibling, or somebody within your networks of people. So you see how that works out for you, and you'll have that favor aspecting until the 27th of June. Now, on Wednesday, this is just a single transit, be mindful of those in your environment who mean to mislead you or cause you strife. Okay, they will be trying to mislead you or cause you strife. This will be in your area of siblings, your networks of people, and things like that. You still have that person talking crap, okay, or trying to cause you strife. But a neighbor or somebody or a sibling or somebody's going to come in and help out with that, okay? Be mindful of those who mean to take you to the cleaners or covet what's yours. Be mindful of those who mean you no good, okay? I want you to be discerning of those people. Even though they're not going to be able to affect you, you still need to be discerning as to who's good for you and who's not good for you, so you know to stay away from those people or not to tell those people your business, all right? All right, now on to Thursday. Thursday, on June the 3rd, the sun is in Gemini at 13 degrees. This is aspecting where you are using your time, efforts, and smarts. While you can be successful due to your skills, you need to put them to work with the right plans, with the right projects, with the right individuals, okay? You have to ask yourself, is your love, your peer groups, or your creative projects, or even your friends conducive to your success? Are you and your partner communicating the way you need to be communicating so that you can reach the goals that you're trying to attain? Are your peer groups working for you or against you? Are your creative projects up to par? Are they working for you or against you? Are your friends working for you or against you? This is what you need to be asking yourself on Thursday, okay? And wherever you need to make adjustments, you need to make those adjustments. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, wherever you need to make those adjustments, you want to go ahead and do that, because you know that's going to be important for you. Now, let's move along to, it was getting hot in here, on to Friday the 4th. Now, you know what? Let me go back. On Thursday, if you have anything that's not conducive to you, oh, yeah, we talked about that. Okay, we talked about that. I'll move along because I don't want to be, redundant. On Friday the 4th, the sun is in Gemini at 14 degrees. You could be getting some news today that your skills are not exactly where they need to be, or to kick something off, or to achieve a goal that you want to attain. And that would be within Cancer, that would be within your sector of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people and things like that. But remember, oh yeah, because Venus isn't there. Venus isn't there anymore. Okay, so with Venus not being there anymore, the gossip around the neighborhood on the 4th, even though you have opportunities aspecting you, favor from some neighbors and some siblings and things like that, and in your networks of people, you still have people gossiping about you negatively, criticizing you, people lying about you, people that are at a distance from you lying about you. You also seeing some type of delays as far as your education and skills. Maybe projects you can't get finished and things like that because you are working in your solitude, or you're being kept in your solitude. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. You have that gossip aspecting all around. And some of you want to make sure that you're careful. Without Jupiter here anymore, without Venus here anymore, on the 4th, you want to worry, make sure that you are paying attention to how you're driving. Pay attention during travel, because you don't want to get pulled over and get a ticket, or get put in jail if you don't have your license or your car registration and things like that up to date. You want to make sure that you check out travel in all aspects. Make sure that your vehicle, your lights are working, you know what I'm saying, like your headlights, your brake lights and stuff like that, so when you're stopping and stuff, you don't got to worry about getting stopped by the cops and things like that, because that's going to be an area of friction for you. And since the short distance travel is an area of people criticizing you, that could definitely talk about you getting pulled over and getting a ticket, or a police officer locking you up because your stuff is not correct the way it's supposed to be. So you need to make sure that you watch out for that, okay? And you also don't want to get into an accident or anything. So just be careful on the 14th, especially, on the 4th of June, especially if you have aspects between 11 degrees and 17 degrees, Virgo or Pisces, aspecting Gemini. All right, now let's move along to Saturday. Saturday, June the 5th, the sun is in Gemini at 15 degrees. This is your area of secret sacrifice, solitude, and closure. You could have a lot of downloads coming your way behind the scenes. You should make sure you write them down, tend to them one at a time. Don't allow yourself to be flighty or flippant as to these creative ideas, okay? Because they can really turn out to be a boon for you. You have to nurture what it is you intend to manifest, okay? So make this day, Saturday, a day of cementing a gift given to you or downloaded to you by the universe, okay? Your blessings are going to be downloaded to you by the universe through shared finances, endings, new beginnings, inspiration as to things you're passionate about. Make sure you write those down, because those can make you money. You'll have to work for it with it being an Aquarius, with it being Saturn being aspected there, but it's worth it, and it's about the past, because this is retrograde. All right, so this is about something that you're that you maybe even had an idea on about for the past, but you never got to it, you never worked on it. Okay, so now's the time to do that, and it could have to do with home and family. That will help usher in blessings to home and family. All right, and it could have to do with a home, with you moving or you relocating or something like that. All right, so you want to You want to definitely look at that on Saturday. Look at those resources and goals and do something that's going to push you toward your north node, to where you're trying to be as far as home and family and with your finances. All right. All right. Now, let's move along. Oh, I might be able to get one more in on this video. Let's move along to Virgo. Yeah, let's do Virgo 3501. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Today, Virgo, the Sun is at 9 degrees Gemini. Okay, that's your sector of career, where the North Node is currently stationed, where Venus is currently stationed. Okay, this is normally an area of friction for you, where you have to work harder for your efforts. All right, but on this day, you could get good news coming in to ease where you feel you've been suffering in career. All right, these are the last days of Venus in this sign, so you want to take advantage of it. Okay, because Venus is going to leave in a couple days. Something that pushes you towards your highest aspirations is aspecting here. All right. Now, on this day, with you getting good news, it could have to do with money coming your way in career, some type of money or resource, or you being able to make money in career through being of service to someone else, but you'll have to put in the work. All right. You getting some type of resource as far as your health. And it could be through a career, maybe insurance or something like that, or you can get something taken care of that you need to. And also, it could have to do with a resource that you're getting for a pet, if you have a small pet, okay, who's been going through some challenges with Aquarius retrograde there. You want to make sure that you have all your insurances and everything up to date anyway, especially having to do with the area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Because while Saturn is retrograde there, anything can pop up for you. So you want to be careful and make sure you have those in place so you can receive those blessings aspecting you. All right? As far as your resources and things like that. Now, on the 31st, the Sun is in Gemini at 10 degrees. This is your area of career, all right? This also talks about home and family. So this could be a home-based business as well that it's referring to. Whether it's traveling or spending time with family, you might feel a gambit of emotions. Relatives or even friends from the past can come into focus, and you could be regaling over the good times and the not so good times. This could also be someone in career coming back around, and you know, you used to know them or work with them, and they want to talk about the past and what you guys did and all that stuff. So that will be a day of, you know, remembering things. All right, that's what the Sun is actually aspecting for you. Now, your only friction as to that aspect is going to be your relationships. But even within your relationships, Jupiter's there, so the delusions you're harboring are kind of continuing as far as your relationships, just because Jupiter's there in Pisces assisting you with career relationships. All right. Now on Tuesday, June the 1st, the Sun is at Gemini at 11 degrees. Just because there are ill-intentioned people in your sphere, it doesn't mean you can't work around or above them. Don't quit. Find another way to achieve your goal. For some, this could be let me make sure. Let me look before I tell you something like this, because I don't want to just give you information and it's... Okay. All right. All right. It's just career relationships, because some people have cheating aspecting and you know, that's not for you. But you could quite possibly have the rug pulled up from under you by someone in career, or someone's going to try. They will not be successful with Jupiter here aspecting. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay? But you still want to know, and don't be disillusioned about the people who have ill intentions around you. Just because they can't hurt you right now does not mean that you don't need to know for future basis, you know, what's going on. All right? But for now, you're okay, because you have that luck in your sector of partnerships and open enemies and things like that in relationships. And you have Venus aspecting your career. So you're okay. Now on June the 2nd, that's when Venus is going to make its shift, okay? But first let's talk about where the sun is, what the focus is on as far as your career, okay? When Venus comes out of there, okay? Now, be mindful of those in your environment who mean to mislead you or cause you strife. Those would be people that you directly have relationships with. Maybe they're holding something from you, withholding some information from you, or lying to you in some type of way, or just giving you misleading information, or giving you news that you need and you can use, but it's for some type of underhanded reason, or they're not giving you all the facts, or they're trying to mislead you in some type of way. Somebody's doing that. Luckily, like I said, you have luck where partnerships is, okay? So you're going to get the information you need anyway. All right? Just haters are going to hate. Just be discerning as to who you're messing with, because you don't want to help somebody take you to the cleaners or covet what's yours, right? Now, on June the 2nd, also, Venus is moving out of your sector of career and moving into your sector of friends, goals, and high hopes. Your connections, all right? Now, with that being said, it's going to be there until June 27th. So from June the 2nd until June 27th, you're going to have blessings coming to you in romance, blessings coming to you as far as finances, and pleasure pursuits coming your way. And it's all having to do with friends, social groups, and goals. All right? Now, your assistance as far as friends, social groups, and goals is going to be coming from afar. You could be shocked. Someone actually might like you, and it's a friend that's at a distance from you, and you could find out during that time from June the 2nd through the 27th, somewhere in there, you could find out that they like you, and it would shock you, the person that you find out likes you. In addition to that, you could get an offer, like they'll try to come on to you, or hit on you, a friend, and it's going to shock you who it is, and it has to do with long distance travel, and it has to do with someone at a distance from you. All right? Yeah, somebody likes you, a friend likes you. Now, also, with that being said, not only do you have Venus aspecting, but you also have Jupiter aspecting, with luck to your area of relationships, open enemies, partnerships, and things like that. So you can partner with people right now and friends right now that will bring you luck. Just make sure